Right now, you guys can hear me, yeah? It's all this stuff going on, and you know, you can't even really technically talk about any of it. Um, so all I'll say is that I really, really enjoy coaching Cory, and his spirit, his professionalism has been great. Great great to coach and great for this group. So he is a pleasure to coach, and I'll leave it at that. Um, Really good win for us tonight. Coming back, never easy that first game home after a long road trip like that. And that team puts a lot of pressure on you with that shooting. Like I said, but pregame with they're playing with confidence. They're hot. They got shooting everywhere. They got multiple rollers. Trey puts all sorts of pressure on your defense. So really proud of the group for how they got after it and pulled that one out tonight. And again, I thought our defense was again not great, but it better than it's been. So another step in the right direction as far as that's concerned. And then De'Aaron Fox is, he's really playing at a high level right now, and did some really, really special things out there. Tyrese making clutch plays down the stretch, Rashawn again down the stretch, and just a really good team win for us.
Luke, I know it's the nature of the business, but was it a little odd to see Cory kind of just able to come out right at the kind of tip off there and still be able to play tonight?
Yeah, but again, it speaks to the type of teammate he is, the type of professional he is, and the type of competitor he is. So it was great having him out there again with his teammates tonight.
Yeah, Luke, with everything going on this week and the deadline coming up tomorrow, just how do you feel about the way? Do you feel like De'Aaron is approaching to where he was before the injury, just in terms of his approach and consistency in the way he's attacking?
Yeah, absolutely. It feels very similar to that as far as kind of picking and choosing when when the team needs him to take over, and what parts of the game to do it at, and it feels like the game is really slowing down for him, which is a very similar feeling to that pre-injury run that we were on with him. So he seems to be in a very good place right now. He's playing at a very high level, and we're clearly a better team. When he's playing like that.
Marshall Harris.
Hey, Luke, just I want to get your thoughts on how well your team is playing and how much of a disruption can the trade deadline be going forward as your team maybe changes. We know one part, but other parts, how much do you worry about that with this group? Or is that just because it is the nature of the business, you don't even really concern yourself with it?
No, I mean, look, you always want to remember the humanity part that comes with sports, and this is people's lives. It's people moving cities when this happens, sometimes relocating families out of schools and whatnot. So it's not that we don't, that we don't think about it or we don't feel it. But my point with the whole thing is we're not going to talk about what ifs leading up to it. So yeah, it can add a lot of stress to situations. But unless something happens, which most of the time nothing does, we're not going to spend energy and mind and space in our heads worrying about those hypotheticals. So yeah, the first part of your question, that I said it all, most of the road trip, our guys are playing pretty good right now. They're in a pretty good rhythm, win or lose. They're playing some good basketball and giving ourselves chances. So we're very pleased to see that.
Jason Anderson.
Hey, Luke, nice win for you guys. I guess two things. One, do you kind of have your own crazy trade deadline story from your playing career where, there was just maybe some uncertainty or anything weird? And two, with De'Aaron, watching the way he just gets anywhere he wants to go, kind of his ability to hang and have that body control around the rim. Like, how unique is that? And what does that open up in terms of, his game and his scoring ability?
Yeah, it definitely makes him much more difficult to guard. But to me, a big part of that, Jason, is again going back to the strength, that the muscle and strength that he's added going into this season. I think he's really finding that comfort level out there, and getting to his spots at his pace, and whether that's going all the way to the rim or pulling up for those little floaters. It's the shot that he wants to take, and that's what you love to see out of your offensive guys. So that's been great, and it's great. It's just a big step for him on this, on the journey that he's on and we're on, to see him doing that again. As far as my trade, I got traded on trade deadline. The only time was traded in my career. Had the flu and was not with the team. I was homesick, and Mitch Kupchak called me and told me an hour before the deadline that I was getting traded to Cleveland. So I know what that's like as a player. It's tough, but it's part of the business, and you do what you got to do.
Coach Tony Harvey.
Yeah. Hey, Coach Walton, amongst everything, he did get the victory. Tyrese hit the game-winning free throws, then he hit another big basket in the same process. Can you talk about, his dynamic, being in the starting position and playing well, and hopefully continue to play well with De'Aaron Fox?
Yeah, they're doing a really nice job complementing each other, and Tyrese all season long, from the beginning when we started with a nice little 3-1 start. You look at those games, he's got that clutch gene. You get in those final couple minutes of a game, and if he gets a shot, you feel pretty comfortable and confident that he's going to make it, or he's going to make some sort of play out there. So he did it again tonight. I thought that 4-point play he had really gave us some nice separation when we needed it. And yeah, I mean, that's what you need. You need multiple guys doing different things to win in this league. It's hard. These teams are really talented. And you didn't ask about Rashawn, but I feel like you could throw Rashawn in that mix too. You get to the end of the game, chase down block he had, which is we're accustomed to seeing now. The tip dunk he had on Harrison's miss, clutch free throw shooter. Like it takes a team to win, and you guys are playing pretty well right now.
Last question for Coach Matt George.
Coach, Cory Joseph has, or we heard De'Aaron Fox talk about what Kojo has done for his game, helping him with his defense, his post game. We've heard from Tyrese Halliburton that Kojo really took Tyrese under his wing from the very beginning. What kind of an asset was Cory Joseph for you with this young group, as a leader, as a mentor in the locker room, and how difficult, I guess, would that be to make up for, or replace, or overcome?
Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll talk about Cory, not how great he was, but how great he is, and say that he, part of the reason we really wanted to bring him here was because of that. That's what we heard about him from everyone we talked to in the league, and we knew, we had some young players, and we wanted someone that could really anchor some of that stuff and teach winning habits, and teach what it's like, what it takes to be a true professional. And he's been that every single day since he's been here. I kid with him because he's really done a nice job taking Tyrese under his wing. Like they drive to the airport, they do everything together, and a lot of that's what the league used to be. A lot was vets really you know, taking these young players and showing them the ropes and you know, teaching them and caring about them. And Cory has been all of that for us. So really enjoy coaching him and having him, you know, around.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, thanks, guys.